Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today we'll play very different style. When we met Zur, Eternal Schemer on the ladder, you guys were cheering for this player, and I thought if you like it, we will play it and decide if it's still good. Let's get into action. We have Tatsunari that creates frog when you cast enchantment, Zur that of course reanimates enchantments, and Corpses of the Lost that is a new card that we'll test in today's build. So hopefully you enjoy, have fun guys, and yeah, let's go into game. So, we have some potential. With Leyline Binding activated, we have insane amounts of plays, so I think the game's super shifted, and right now we should probably win this, especially with this kind of draw. Yeah, we cannot combine with Toad Rider, so we really want to deny all the value from Wedding Announcement. Even if they get it back, it's kinda fine. This really wants the removal, right? But I still think it's worth it. Zur is our best card. This is something that is really strong, but if the dice we still, don't lose the main strategy. But it's super good. Like, getting a 6/6 out of 3 mana basically is insane. Oh, they are reading. I should actually read the ability as well. This and Frog can be blocked. Okay, sure. That's an interesting... So they will name Zur, right? But then we get Spirited Companion. If they name Spirited Companion, we still pay 4 mana for it. And we get the frog. So this is super important. Do they have a burn for 2 mana? Honk. Man, I need honks today. That was a super rough day on the arena for me. I also have like way less time to record than usually, so yeah, it's just brutal, man. But doing our best here. Of course they will have removal, right? There is no way it survives. Oh my god, it survived. That means I'm getting the sweet value, the frog. I like this frog. I think this is a super cool card. It's shame that it's not super used. Binding is extremely nice draw. And I mean we start attacking, right? Now we have very good board for not many cards. Man, if they had removal... The binding? I mean, this is interesting. But it doesn't produce the token yet. Oh, I have to oh my god, this is legendary token. I didn't know about it. That's actually pretty huge. We'll make a stop like here, just to answer Wedding Announcement before tokens are made. We can win this on board. Invasion of Turkey. Okay, do you have dragons? Maybe, they might. They do, they do, and they want to remove this. Is that Otawara worthy? Or we just go with this? I think we want this value, man. This is a good value. They really invested quite a lot in this play, and it is possible they don't have 2 mana play after it. Alright, never mind. Still, they only get the token. Alright, they really want to flip those battles, right? That's their strategy. That's their strategy. We could play Zur and the companion will become super strong, but I think we want to remove all the board first. That's way more important. So this will be 4 mana on this turn, right? Leyline here and Tatsunari. Let's get it. With overcost Zur, we probably want to get some plays like this. Yeah. We don't get too much plays, but still it's worth it. And you know, the life drain from our legendary creature frog is actually pretty cool. Pretty cool. 1 damage shouldn't matter, so we want to force him to trade. The dragon is something, but we can kill it and then attack with the binding with Zur. We probably cannot do all of it in 1 turn. But the frog stays. The frog is so powerful, man. We just need to top deck few enchantments and then we can absolutely drain the rest of their life, probably. The point is that they really want to flip those battles, and we don't really allow them to. 6 damage is no joke, man. What is this? The Emperor, right? This is definitely an Emperor. Emperor is really good, man. Huh. But we still need to attack. And I cannot play Zur because of the tax, right? Because it will be 7 mana to activate the bind. Oh, so Kazan is fine. I thought it's way worse. They should absolutely not block here. Okay, so we can just get lost and get insane for 1. They get map tokens. Or we can just trade it and it's fine. Alright. I don't mind, it's 3 for 1, man. And now I can play Zur and prepare for the next turn, and then we will use the removal. Virtue here on the token and get lost on the dragon. And we have free board, 4 mana, and we can use the Leyline. That will be 7, 10 damage. And that should do it. That was the idea. So, as a wise man said, get lost into Virtue. Well man, I needed like win like this. And let's go for the binding and we smart. Okay, let's go to the next game. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this one. Alright, we are on the play, which is good, and we have lockdown, which might be auto-win against a lot of tier 1 matchups. But of course we will need control for the first time. We have double negate, so we have quite a lot of potential, and on the draw wedding and on the play wedding announcement is incredibly powerful if it doesn't get countered past the turn, so there's high chance it will be countered. Let's see if we are good at magic. We are. So that's a huge advantage. Right now we probably need to play a bit conservatively with the negates. This is a good gameplay for our opponent, of course. I would prefer to have this dog, that's really important. Now they have a lot of pressure in the board, and we need to flip to start trading against it. So this gives them a lot of time. We need to take the damage as well because of vigilance. And they got mana screwed, which is insanely bad for them. I could get lost this. If they have another one, which I feel it's a possibility, this might be really bad. I think I will play at the end step. Because if they play another one, I lose this and I have literally zero like board pressure. This one is pretty strong. Okay, let's go for the end step. We didn't attack, so we don't need to answer right now. They hit top deck instantly, so we don't get too much pressure. No chance for my opponent to miss land more than once. Sure. No blockers. Like, he's not killing us. So 4 damage shouldn't matter. Yeah, I'm thinking a lot because this is a very awkward draw. I need to be sure that I do it right. And I cannot lock down because my main pressure is wedding announcement right now. And get lost is really good for them because they are searching for lands. So normally I would just get lost and negate whatever they have, but it really helps them. And that's the reason I'm just going for those plays. Removing Mastermind is huge. Very hard game so far, I have to say. Alright, and they can replay the Mastermind on top, so it's probably a land. They only have they have 0 lands here. So they will play the Mastermind right now. Alright, let's finally flip the wedding announcement. And then we can think about the next plays. We're not drawing cards anytime soon. And if they want to use Mastermind's ability, they will just give cards for, you know, to each one of us. Because we will get lost in response. It would be great to use those negates, but you know, in standard, not many people play non-creatures, it seems. And I would prefer them to play something like this, that would help a lot. It's interesting, they kept on top, but it wasn't a land, it seems. 2 damage is okay. It's interesting because they seem to want to kill us with this. But I don't think it will work. We have 6 damage in the board every turn, so that's way more than he has. And we keep playing more creatures. Alright, 6 damage. They might have more masterminds and stuff like this, but when the critical mass is there, we just lock down and clear the board. Alright, I kinda forgot about this. Right. Alright, that was my bet. We will get lost at the end step and then go Zur and try to be way more aggressive. Here's the Malcolm, sure. This one is actually pretty scary, so I think we'll go with this. They might hit their land, but they need to tap out, and this is very important turn for them. They don't want to tap out so heavily. If they attack with everything, well, this has vigilance, so it will still block the binding, so that's a small problem. I don't believe they play sweepers though. And with the lifelink, oh man. Let's see what they have. It's probably some combat trick, but we'll go with it. It might be the Emperor, the mana is right. I don't really think they should be playing Emperor, but... Alright, if we trade, that's really good for us. They have the Anchorage, but they definitely don't want to use it. Alright, let's go. Even if they go for the binding after killing Zur, it doesn't give them back anything because it targeted, I believe, the token, right? I think that was the token. So let's see. And we have negate open. They probably want to draw card, but then they will be so behind, tempo-wise, that they kinda die. So they have to respect it in some way. And don't forget this gets buff as well. Just because it has wedding festivity in the board. If they play something, oh boy, that's really insanely strong. Probably the one single card that answers this kind of situation. Alright, do we attack with 2 of them? I think that's the play, right? Let's go with 3. They probably can get rid of Zur, but it's only 5 damage. And if they spend mana, it's probably hard to activate even the Anchorage, and even then it's not 9 damage. Definitely good for them so far. Tidebinder is something that I guess I should expect. This is part of the standard build, but I kinda forgot about it. And they're not using the map tokens because they feel there's so much pressure that if they don't hit a land on top, they might lose the game. It's a risk, you never know. The first map token can be free, but you need to get a good top deck. And I think they're considering, is that worth the risk? And they decided it's not. That's interesting. They can activate this, right? If I draw a card with the companion, that's a bit different. If we attack with 3 of them, they get a free trade here. I think we go like this, man. I think we need to be aggressive. Well, that wasn't the best call. And our negate really came handy this game. This is super important. Now this is a force block. And they might die in 1 turn. And now we can activate the ability. So we don't need to play anything right now. At the end step we will turn those 2 into creature and I think we won. So in the end that negate actually won us the full game. Sometimes you just need 1. Yeah, I don't think there's anything they can do. And just to be sure, that should be a concede. I don't think Emperor would change much, because even if they get rid of Zur, we still use 4 mana and activate those 2, and they still need to use 1 mana to kill those 2 creatures and block the rest. Well, that was rough, man. So yeah, let's try this one. Zur should perform. Hopefully. We had good opening. We have wedding announcement. I'm not sure what exactly we are against. What are we against? I think we still go with wedding announcement first. Just because it's a little bit better. They know their play, so they can decide if they want to remove, but it's 1-1, this is 1-1. So no, not the biggest difference. Alright. Reverie. For full value. Definitely good stuff for them. However, we didn't miss on mana, which is already pretty insane. And they definitely play sweepers, right? They absolutely play sweepers. I think I go like this. Okay, no instants. That's actually a good information. I will still attack and draw a card. It's Orzhov, they don't have Memory Deluge, so we can try to fight on the value side, and we also need lands a little bit, and enchantment, so, you know, we need a lot of stuff. A bit too many Depopulates for my taste. So, let's keep attacking. We will only have wedding announcement. Leyline doesn't hit the fortress, but fortunately, they played this, and that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So do we want to trade wedding announcement for this? I think we do. Unless... yeah, let's go for the Emperor. They might go with the farewells, and that will be a huge problem. They get free block, but the second token is 2-2, so it kinda trades here. 5 cards to 5 cards. But most of our cards do not synergize as good as possible. They have Fortress, but it's not worth activating. Sure. They have Vigilance, so, you know. And even more Emperors, it seems. Alright, so they will get the first sack. I didn't expect they had 2 of them already. Very good draw for our opponent, that's for sure. This is interesting. If they can remove Zur, and they can, even if we activate the Leyline, attack here, then they block with this, right? Then they block with this. And because I'm stuck on 5 mana, which is exactly the wrong amount, we have to play like this. Then we'll just go with Get Lost maybe at some point. Fun trick, you can hit your own wedding festivity, and well, sure. Alright. On the bright side, he doesn't expect exactly what will happen, but we don't have too much mana, so we cannot double activate. Alright. So what can we do here? They will get the binding. I mean, we can kill the binding, but then the samurai is here. So a lot of issues. However, we need just to hit 3. It can attack, right? But okay, let's see. Let's see the target. Because if they take the Emperor, I guess they can use the trigger, right? Because it entered the battlefield this turn, so it can get more value. That's bad triggering. Now they need to choose. They could use both of the abilities. So they got rid of both the ley lines, but they didn't get the full value, right? Full tap.
Strike fast and strike hard.
Listen, if I depopulate this, I'm getting the Emperor back. The problem is that Kaya is still here. That's the problem. I can attack with Wedding Announcement. Wait. Alright, this works. This works. Everything is done. We go here. They get the map tokens, we get the ley line, and we target this. And now we can go land, Zur. Now we activate this. And we attack Kaya. And that's the biggest problem out of the board. Alright, it was tricky to solve, but I think that's a good start. That's a good start, and we are close to Virtue of Persistence. So, good. Drawing cards. And unfortunately they will use map tokens probably.
Guards, to me.
Yep, they will. Yeah, this is not perfect synergy here. But it is what it is. Let's see what the draw is. It's super important that we draw something relevant right now. Good enchantment and we are winning this. Well, I mean, let's go. We'll try with the Virtue of Persistence and we see what happens. They can absolutely remove it in the deck, but not sure if they have in the hand. We have Depopulate, so we can negate all the Wandering Emperor tokens. Fortress not very relevant, we're at 29, so they need so many turns of attacks. Honk for the day, by the way. And that we should be okay. Kaya was pretty devastating, but we solved it. We solved it. And if we... Okay, it feels like Desperation a bit. This is not a strong attack, especially that we have lifelinkers. So yeah, it should be pretty okay. I think I know how we play it. Man, it's so tempting to go for a companion, but it has to be Zur. Alright, this is good. This is good. Now we go this. We remove the token only. Nah. This would be weird, man. I want to attack with Virtue, but it's so important to my game plan. I don't want to lose it. And we will attack with Wedding Announcement. This will be what, 4/4, I believe, because of the Anthem effect. Fateful Absence. How do you work? Creature in addition to other types. So we can use it. You know what? I will take it. They will lose all the cool stuff. So no hexproof, but they are still creature. And as you can see, we are actually making a very nice progress, just answering every planeswalker. Those were their best cards in the deck. Lockdown. Huh? Huh? Bro. And the Sunfall, alright, they're working for it, but I still have Zur. And I will get it for free every turn. That's a very good card. They only have one in the in here. So I can attack with the Virtue of Persistence, and I think that's the play. I think this is the play. Let's go. It has hexproof and they have only one card. Instantly. Easy. Absolutely easy. Alright, it's still 7/7. They have one draw. They have one draw. I can make sure that we hit hard. And I think we go with this. This is why the card is in the, you know, in the deck. This should be it, right? Because it's so much extra damage. I could try to push for Lethal and just go Prayer right now. It exiles this. They cannot block, and it's what? 2-turn Lethal? It's 7 and 12 damage, right? 19. So we kinda don't kill them anyway. So I'd much rather get free value, I think. Oh. Oh, they don't have mana. I thought they have. My bad, my bad. That's a very, very nice draw, man. And there's nothing I can do about it. I still will sacrifice the Zur, right? Yep. And we get it back. Let's see. That is non-land, right? Yep, non-land. They're trying to fight, but they cannot win this race. And we really, really answered everything one after another. They still have 2 mana, that's important. So I think we mitigate some of the damage to Liliana. Or distribute, should I say. This will make their blocks way worse, and it gives us some Zur target, because it wasn't exiled, and that's huge. Every time they need to draw the card. I could go for the dog for some card advantage, but I prefer this way. Alright, let's force our opponent to instantly draw a Sunfall or they lose. Because look at our board, and here's the frog. The frog. And now we can go for this, and those have basically haste. I will cycle it for sure. No blockers. And this should do it. They need to hit Sunfall from top or Depopulate, otherwise they're losing.
I'm not wanted.
If they hit it, they might win. Every single time. You just name the card and they have it. Isn't that insane? Like, I was thinking that normally it's nearly impossible they top deck it. But here it was like, yeah, they will probably get it, right? Because why not? Well, I need to work for it, that's for sure. So we go Prayer, and then we go Zur and activate it. I think that's the idea. This way we avoid their top deck remover. I cannot believe they actually instantly top deck the best card. The Depopulate would be so... And look at them. This is absolutely insane. First Sweeper, now perfect card advantage. Card that instantly draws card. The one thing he really needs. And the land they hit is a Kaya. How can you draw better than this, man? Like, seriously, how can it be ever better? I already played this kind of game, man. So they will get Kaya. There's not much we can do about it. I'll tell you, man, I'm not sure if we can win. His top decks are like so insane that it's not even funny at this point. One turn and he would be dead. Instantly Sunfall, but then it's fine, it's still card for, you know, many cards, so he has empty hand. Now he needs to draw some value. Instantly, sorry, man. Alright, I guess you win. So we played this, and we need to keep pressuring them. What about the Kaya? So they play Kaya on the next turn, right? They get the Prayer. So we need to turn it so it cannot be targeted. This way they get Zur, because this will have hexproof. And I'm sure he won't draw another removal, right? It's not possible. And yeah, I cannot cycle it on this turn. I don't need more mana, so we just keep it in hand. Will be super hard, man. At this point it's really just hard to fight someone that gets this kind of draws. I solved Kaya once, but I'm not sure if I can do it twice. It's what, 4, 7, so they will have still 3 mana. And a deadly top deck. Just name the card. Every single turn, just name the card that wins them the game, and they drew it three times in a row, the perfect card for the situation that I named. That is the only way they can come back in the game. We will lose this. Now they get everything. But I mean, thank you, Schaffer, for this experience. It seems like to come in waves, you know? 3 damage to the face. Perfect. For you. And because we are actually good at magic and we are on the play, we will go with the lockdown, because Godric is on curve, and you know that good mono red player will just draw 3 cards he needs to win the game. And now Godric is way weaker. It's still extremely strong, but you know. Well, one could say that you probably needed to do it at the upkeep. What? That was the weirdest play ever, right? I thought they are trying to hit the land. What are those cards? Anyway, let's go for the garden. I still think it's worth it. It allows all the ley lines, you know. Skeleton pirate creature token, cause why not? And it has haste. I'm not sure if we can try, to be absolutely honest. I'm truly not sure. I think I won't attack for this one turn and we'll see what we draw. I want to have an open negate. That's good. I'm not... Yeah, I guess that's a correct play, because they probably get some ground creatures, right? Here it is. Here it is. Yep, player stuff. Wow. Wow. Such a great strategy. I truly can't, man. I truly can't. Let's go with Depopulate and go down to 6. Oh! Aren't we getting to... Okay, whatever. Shouldn't it go to the graveyard? Anyway, we cannot prevent this, unfortunately. And we didn't hit any Zur, like I really need it. I really need to hit it. So if I Leyline this and I draw Zur, I can instantly attack, but I can use Corpses of the Lost anyway. So it should be good enough. Well, that's not exactly what we want. Well, we reduced the number, but they come... Like, man, we have 7 3-drops that we want to reanimate, but we didn't hit any of them. Honestly, it's worth negate at this point. It also prevents their scry, so it is potentially slowing them for 1 full turn. Sure. But being good at magic and drawing all the burn spells. I still think Play with Fire might be stronger if their top card isn't a top deck and it's like a land. Like, look at me. Like, look at me going. Like, I'm really showing how it's done. Well... Cool. Let's see who draws better, because that's how you know you are a good magic player. I mean, every turn we draw Zur and we win. Every time they draw Lightning Strike, they win. So the whole game boils down to who draws what on the top. Oh, I won. Wow, that was pretty impressive. Told you. If you hit the right card, you win. And now their draws doesn't matter because our draws were better. Well, I hope you enjoyed this one. Let's go to the next one. Alright guys, we'll try to keep it short. First of all, some bad news for all you Zur enjoyers. Even though we try to make some interesting games, I need to be honest about this one. Especially that the new set is coming and I'm caring about your wildcards. This deck didn't perform well for me, I deranked with it, and I have to say that even though sometimes it just has all the cool plays, and probably the best one is the Leyline being reanimated with Zur. Very often you just don't hit the card you want, and generally your cards aren't super powered, you know? It's not like Godric that comes blazing with a 4/4, 3 mana, flying, haste, whatever. Your cards are fair. And it's hard to play fair magic right now. With Helping Hand I didn't get too much, you know, synergy here. So the idea was that we have 6 3-drops that I really love to be reanimated. Even if you hit the dog, it's still good value because you can cycle the card while having extra creature. Sometimes it just didn't work out. The idea with Virtue of Persistence was also pretty nice because late game it gets you back Zur. So in a way, even though you have 4 Zurs, you have 2 more here and 3 more here. So that was supposed to make deck more consistent because even if you play it and you lose it instantly due to removal, which is normal situation, you still get it back very easily. However, it sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. To be fair, I wouldn't go with this deck as a competitive ladder deck. If you are in lower ranks, it might work because it's a fair, solid deck. However, it seems to get a little bit outclassed by all the tier 1 aggro. If Monored is on the play, you don't have... Well, you have sweepers, so in a way you can absolutely win the games like this, but it feels like you are not in a good spot. I'll be honest. That's how I felt during the games, and I had a rough day on the arena, so if you want to like and subscribe, that would be absolutely awesome. This would cheer me up fully. But I hope that you appreciate that we tried another different style, and now you know you don't need to craft those cards, and now you know that you probably shouldn't. Alright guys, that's it for today. I hope you had a great fun still. Tell me in the comments if you still enjoyed the video, hopefully, and thank you for being here, and see you tomorrow guys.